Now you're probably saying, does it get much worse? Answer is yes. Donald Trump then decided to post an over 2-minute AI video of himself performing Don't Stop Believin' by Journey.
Hello, my friends. It's the Dave Show coming at you today, and we've got a good show planned for you, so let's jump right in. I don't know what we're waiting for. Let's do it. News and nuts. News and nuts. Hey, it's news and nuts. The Mexican Navy was out today in the New York area celebrating America's 250th birthday, and the day started off really well. Take a look. However, later in the day, something went terribly wrong, and it did not end well. Take a look. All right, that's it for the news. Now on to the nuts. I'm sure you've all heard of the Clinton hit list. Well, President Trump today posted a small snippet of a report that was done on it. And I don't know. Sad thing is, I'm pretty sure this is just a small sliver of how many, what the body count really is. Oh, gosh. Take a look.
Remember John F. Kennedy Jr.? He was declared the front-runner for the New York Senate seat back in 1999. Days later, his plane crashed into the Atlantic Ocean, and his rival, Hillary Clinton, was elected senator. Mary Mahoney was a Clinton White House intern. She knew enough of the inner workings of Bill's sexual advancements to be a star witness during the Clinton impeachment trials. She was brutally executed at a Starbucks she was managing in 1997. In 1993, White House counsel Vince Foster was found dead in Fort Marcy Park near D.C. He supposedly killed himself, and among a lengthy list of potential foul play, the bullet was never found.
Then there's James McDougal, a key witness for White House prosecutors. He was serving his 3-year sentence for bank fraud at the Fort Worth Federal Medical Center in Texas. And just before he was to give a testimony before the grand jury, McDougal suffered a heart attack in solitary confinement.
In 2015, Walter Scheib, a White House chef hired under Bill Clinton, joined the list. His body was found at the bottom of a river, nearly 2 miles from the base of the trail he was reportedly hiking. An autopsy determined that Scheib's death was accidental drowning, but he might have known too much. 27-year-old Democratic National Committee staffer Seth Rich was shot and killed in D.C. this year. There is speculation that he was the source of the controversial leaked emails allegedly sent by DNC staffers, and that he may have been murdered in retaliation. Then Sean Lucas, the lead attorney in a fraud case against the DNC, was found lying on the bathroom floor by his girlfriend when she returned home on August 2nd. His death was reported classified, pending the results of an autopsy.
And just for the record, I am not suicidal, and I am not going to be going on any hikes near cliffs. So, yeah, just for the record. In this next clip, this guy is kind of missing an obvious solution to the problem. It's called an extension cord. Jeez, take a look.
That looks really nice.
The grass looks dead.
Why are you laughing? Huh?
It doesn't from up here.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh,
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, honestly, I didn't even know they made corded lawnmowers anymore. I thought that was kind of a thing of the past, but I don't know. Well, in this next clip is kind of crazy. Apparently, there's this cat feeder vending machine. I don't even know why that's a thing, but apparently, if a cat goes up to this machine and meows, it puts food out. And apparently, some seagulls figured this out, and they started mimicking a cat meowing to get food. It's crazy. Take a look. But I found a couple of memes, and I like memes, so I just wanted to share them with you, and hopefully they'll put a smile on your face. Let's check them out. First one is, I'm wearing a cloth mask to stop a virus. And then the other is, I'm installing a chain link fence to stop mosquitoes. About the same results, I think. Jeez. New study finds that people still wearing face masks in 2025 are 300 times more annoying than the average person. Indeed. I mean, unless you're legitimately sick, I will give you that one. All right, my friends, that's it for the news and nuts segment, but don't worry, we've got your back. There's plenty more liberal, crazy madness to get through. So sit back, relax, and buckle up. We're about to enter the Lib Zone.
No, hold on. I need to fully crash out on this for a second because this
Crash
is
out?
absolutely ridiculous. Tell
Okay.
me why a 34-count felon with his incompetent cabinet that contains an alcoholic, a dumb Neanderthal that just speaks out of her ass all the fucking time, and someone with a dead worm in his brain, and you know the other
Wow.
clown circus that's running this fucking shit show
Can
run our fucking country into the goddamn ground, mind you.
Okay.
But I can't, with my 3+ years experience, no criminal background,
3+ years experience.
get a job working from home in customer service with me being disabled. I got
Okay.
another fucking rejection email today from another job.
Okay.
Excuse me while I crash the fuck out about this, because why?
Why? Have you looked in the mirror?
I'm a Phoenix Star, Frank Green, bitch. And I'm Lady
Okay.
Mercury, and I'm here to slay and party. And I love you all. Where's my cocktail?
Okay, who's doing this?
I'm Nikita Gong. I'm
these-
a fabulous diva.
Was that video trolling us? I have never seen, in all the videos that I've watched doing this channel, this show, I've never seen one person with Down syndrome be like, yeah, I think I'm going to be trans. Like, I've never seen it. And all of a sudden we have 3? I think it's trolling. What? Let me know down below what you, let me know in the comments. What do you think?
Hey.
Hey.
I'm here and I'm genderqueer.
Okay.
And I want you to know that you're an amazing person.
Well, I already know
All right?
that.
Inside and out, make sure you're shining your inner self
Yes.
outside. And we all need to remember that human rights are so important. Free Gaza.
Oh,
Trans
gosh,
rights
no.
are human rights.
No.
The rights of the weakest are the same rights for the strongest. And that's
Nice
that we should be
platitudes.
taking care of the weakest first. Peace, spread that loving kindness. Bye.
Okay, I'll admit that overall was a very nice message, but you know, the freeing Gaza thing, go over to Gaza, young man, and you'll find out real quick what they're all about. And it's not good.
Hey there.
Oh gosh.
Do you mind if I
What?
sit next to you?
No.
Great.
No.
I guess I haven't properly introduced myself.
Okay.
My name's Bug. What's yours?
Dave.
Sarah.
No, Dave.
There's nothing wrong with it. I just don't sit with normies most of the time. Well, let's
Okay.
just see if we have some things in common.
Okay, yeah.
Do you listen to Cave Town?
No.
You don't?
No.
Maybe
Sorry.
you watch Dream?
I have no idea what that is.
No.
Yeah, sorry.
What do you do? You do makeup? That's so cool.
No.
Me too. I could put some blush on
No,
you
I
if you
said
like.
no, I don't do
You're
makeup.
already wearing blush.
Oh, just a
Not
little bit.
enough. Well, it's been nice sitting with you. Maybe you can sit with me and Slug at lunch.
Maybe.
Before you go.
Yeah.
I didn't get your pronouns. Oh, she, her? Okay.
Oh, no,
Well, I am
no,
he,
no, no,
him,
no,
they,
no.
air, bark, frog, self, and fan. All right. Catch you on the flip, Sarah.
I stand before you all as a proud Kashmiri trans Muslim woman. I am disabled, and this state hates that. This state has burned trans and disabled people to create a smoke screen to cover the further bodies that they are burning around the world. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, Cardiff. Today, I stand and I march for the liberation of my people in the trans community, my people in the disabled community, my people in the Kashmiri community, to my beloved Palestinian people, to all of these people and the intersections that they represent, who meet me where I stand at the crossroads of so many places of suffering.
Wow, that guy almost has a full deck of victim cards. Jeez Louise.
The main reason why people say this generation is cooked because of these new parents, bro. These young kids nowadays have no guidance, and it's actually sad. And it's because these parents want to be friends with their kids and act like that's their homeboy or homegirl. Like, they don't get that belts and ass treatment no more because the system made that a crime.
Let him cook!
I feel like back in the day, kids had a certain amount of structure, you know? Because
Nice.
they knew if they did something bad, they was getting an ass whooping as soon as they came home.
Wow.
And it's a PSA to my mom. I was not talking about her. My mom is not a child beater.
I love that kid. He's totally based. Get your authentic Alliance merch today.
And if your ass voted for Donald Trump, I don't want to see you here.
Yeah. Why? Really? I can't. So I can't go to the Grand Canyon anymore? That sucks. Darn. If only I didn't vote for Donald Trump. So stupid.
But as governor, I do have a cheat code. I
Okay.
can simply look to California, Illinois, New York, and then do the opposite of what they're doing.
Sounds
and it
right,
usually
yeah.
works out pretty good.
Sounds
You got a limited amount of time on this earth, and you want to use it up being heterosexual?
Yeah.
Whatever, it's your life.
DEI just means diversity, equity, and
No, it means
inclusion.
didn't earn it, but yeah, that's fine. So
It doesn't.
I know.
Why would you say that? You know it
Well,
doesn't
because
mean
the essence of DEI means didn't earn it.
What's wrong with Inclusion. What's so evil about that word?
In practice, not the word itself, this is a forced corporate program or college program, however you want to put it, elevating things that do not matter, that should not be in the matrix of making decisions.
DEI isn't just about hiring. It can be research to find, disparities of, diseases against different groups.
You could pick the Salvadorians, the Mexicans, the Iranians, the Persians, the Syrians, the Lebanese. You could pick any country. The ones that have succeeded reject the attitude that you and the prior guy have said.
What do you think my attitude is?
You are prioritizing the past and de-emphasizing agency in the
I am
immediate.
saying that the past should
but all these
have
groups,
effects on what we do
all
now.
these other groups do not believe this. In Black America, there is an attitude, a worldview, an ethos that is predominantly focused on past injustices, not on future prosperity.
I think Black Americans see that there has been past injustices, and those past injustices are still here to some extent.
Has that
today.
mindset worked for Black America?
I mean, it worked for MLK.
MLK would be marching in the streets against DEI, actually.
No, he would not be.
Well, he said, I don't care about color, I care about content of character. DEI cares about color.
DEI is about making an inclusive space for everyone of every background.
DEI and wokeness believe that every action is impacted by some systemic injustice and that DEI can fix it. I just hope Black America stops this victim mentality and embraces a victor mentality. They'll be much better if they do that. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
I'm glad to see that young man was polite and respectful and actually tried to have a conversation. It's pretty rare with these kids.
If Kamala had been elected, I was going to try to open a bookstore this year. I was going to think about having a kid this year.
Oh, good for you.
I was going to grow my writing business this year.
Nice.
And instead, I spent yesterday afternoon at a meeting where we were talking about how to protect people who are being disappeared off the streets of our communities.
Okay.
And I'm spending this afternoon going downtown and just holding up a sign demanding that Abrigo Garcia be brought home.
Wow.
I will never not be angry at the people who did this to us.
Well, it sounds to me like you're just choosing to waste your time at all these absurd events and faux outrage-based demonstrations. It's middle of May. You've had plenty of time to go start your store or do your writing thing or whatever. It doesn't depend on whether Kamala Harris was elected or not. Just go out and do it. Just do it. Just do it.
How many genders are there?
I have no idea.
A lot, I don't know.
It's a good question. I mean, it's a spectrum.
Unlimited.
Unlimited. Unlimited.
As many as you want.
Can you name 5? Name 5.
I wouldn't have like a name for any of them, but I just think like none of it really matters.
There's she, her.
That's pronouns.
Pronouns. Oh, genders. Can you?
Yeah. I was just curious. A lot of people advocate for these things and they can't even name them. You know what I mean? So I want to know if they could actually.
No, I get it, but I'm kind of not comfortable with this anymore. Thank you.
It's because it's all made up. And when they're confronted with reality, they can't handle it and they always just run away. Well, maybe you don't hire entire crew with illegal aliens and you wouldn't be in this situation. Sorry. Not sorry. Ah! What? What a douchebag. Oh my gosh. Why would anybody even do that? What a horrible human being.
Donald Trump's modern-day Gestapo is scooping folks up off the streets. They're in unmarked vans, wearing masks, being shipped off to foreign torture dungeons. No chance to mount a defense, not even a chance to kiss a loved one goodbye, just grabbed up by masked agents, shoved into those vans, and disappeared. To be clear, there's no way for us to know whether they were actually criminals or not, because they refused to give them a trial. We're supposed to just take their word for it.
How is it acceptable that at the keynote speech for a graduation, the person giving the speech can just stand up there and lie? And there's no repercussions? Come on. This is... Jeez. I feel sorry for those graduates.
We just demand that Starbucks follow the law.
Oh, gosh.
They don't have the right to overthrow the National Labor Relations Act. They're imperiling every civil right that we have. Not just as workers, as union workers, but that's the framework that all of our rights are under. So all of our rights are in danger, and the only thing we can rely on is each other and taking direct action. Solidarity.
Yeah, we're back. Perfect. Colin?
Solidarity.
Exactly what Jacob said.
Perfect.
It's up to us to stand up for our rights and for our workplace.
Love it. Thank you, guys. No contract.
Starbucks just wants you to wear a black shirt. Get over it. It's not that big of a deal, really.
White folks, you might be upholding white supremacy without even knowing it.
Oh no. Maybe. Okay.
Do you experience perfectionism? A sense of urgency?
Yes.
Maybe
like to be on
serious
time?
Defensiveness?
No.
Or what about power hoarding?
Oh, maybe.
Those are 4 different points to look at in your life where you might be upholding white supremacy.
Oh,
now, this isn't about guilt. It's about change.
Okay.
So pause next time you assume your way is neutral or stay silent in racist conversations.
Ooh,
or center your comfort over justice. Now, if you could do me a favor and tag a white friend who is willing to have the conversation, who is willing to learn and grow to become a better person.
Well, looks like someone got a Happy Meal. Aw, he's so cute. And that, my friends, is the danger of doing Uber Eats. You never know if there's a squirrely squirrel on the outlook for some free food. But good for him.
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead.
Why? Why would you have to do that? That little girl was no threat to you unless you just sucked. Is this another case of black fatigue? I don't know. Maybe.
I am so sad that I don't have my better phone on me. Look at this ugly piece of shit in my parking lot of my complex.
Oh, your parking lot? Your complex?
Shit.
Okay.
I knew they were ugly from afar, but up close, look at this guy. Look at this jackass. Look at this piece of shit.
No.
Fucking hilarious.
No way. Those two totally knew each other. That had to have been a troll. Let me know in the comments what you think.
Listen, someone needs to take Donald Trump's phone away from him. That should have happened like yesterday, because today our demented Cheeto dust felon president decided to go on a 24-hour social media rampage, posting nonstop. It started at 10:30 this morning when Trump decided to go after Walmart, telling them to, quote, eat the tariffs, which is interesting because Donald Trump told us that tariffs do not raise costs, and now that costs have gone up, he's telling Walmart to just absorb them. Don't pass them down to the consumer, just eat them. Always a recipe for failure. It got worse though. He decided then to repost a message from an advisor of his threatening Supreme Court justices because they didn't rule in Donald Trump's favor. Now you're probably saying, does it get much worse? Answer is yes. Donald Trump then decided to post an over 2-minute AI video of himself performing Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. The sentence I just said is real. If you don't believe me, you can look at my video about this or just look it up. It's gone incredibly viral for how strange it is. So I'm going to need somebody in the White House to just take that phone away from that demented loser, because if he continues to do this, the United States will continue to get embarrassed. More so than we already are. Thank you.
Well, maybe somebody needs to take the phone away from you, Harry. It's time for Dave's Detox. Is that engaging? Is that what kind of ring is that? Oh, don't do that. Oh, come on, dude. Oh, he's
Grab me here.
Hide and seek. I've never seen a cat do that before.
You have the sandwich. You have the maybe turkey. You have like rices on it. Cheese. Cheese, okay. Yep. Onions.
Huh? Trying to be like Rockstar, the Rockstar?
What a green thing. Pickles?
What an awesome dog. Well, that's an awesome dog too. Poor dog. Aww, someone wants some loving. Aww.
Who did that?
Uh-oh.
Did you do that? Did you do that? Go tell him. Hey, Kenny.
He's like, don't. Jeez. I think I'd be more concerned about the cat putting its face in the drink.
Who did this? Bubba, was this you? Georgia, was this you? Jackal, was it? Yeah, that's what I...
Oh, nice. Like one claw. Well, all right, my friends, that wraps up another episode of The Dave Show. I really do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, slap that bell around, and tell your friends about Idle Hands, about The Dave Show, and the good times we're having here. All right, until the next episode, stay safe, know that you are loved and appreciated, and of course, until we meet again, have a great day.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear.